Well, Dovpo are at it again. They've came out with a new pod system from the Ace series. It kind of came out of nowhere and sort of stormed the market, doing really, really well. Let's kind of see what the version 2s bring to the market. What's the differences? Have they changed anything? Let's see, because they have been updating this very slowly. You probably noticed that they had a pod, and then a new pod came out for that pod, and it was a lot bigger. So let's see what Dovpo have came up with. All right, here we are. It's the Dovpo Ayce Mini 2. You may remember some people don't even realize, but Dovpo do make pods. This is their pod line. It's like think like a Slim. It's cross-compatible with Slim pods, that sort of thing. This one is their Peacock Blue, is their version 2 of the mod. The original Mini had no screen. This one now has a screen, from what I understand from taking out the box and having a little preview, and plus there's a wee photo with a screen on it. You've got your manual here, pretty straightforward. I do like their pods, that's their big thing. These snap-off pods are amazing. It does come with a 0.6, you do get a USB Type-C cable as well. These are 1000 milliamp little pod systems by Dovpo. As it is sometimes with Dovpo, they just make stuff, but really nice build quality, nice and shiny, and I do like the design. It's all about flavor when it comes to pods and how do they perform. I can attest to it being cross-compatible both ways, so these Ace pods are compatible with the Slim and the Slim Pro. Not the new Slim, the Any Slim, this one. But we're going to put in some new, interesting flavor profile. People complained that there was no blue. There you go. So they have now got a blue flavour for us good old Aberdonians. Really straightforward to fill this. Just ram it down the red hole and just fill it up, cap on. Job's done. We'll let that soak up a bit, and we'll skip forward and I'll go over the device and flavour, everything in between. A lot of it's going to be down to this new juice. I'm interested to see how lime goes with a blueberry, because it's a bit of an odd flavor profile, but they do like to make interesting flavors, Just Juice, now and again. But yeah, there you go. There was the Dovpo Ayce Mini 2 pod system. All right, there we are. It's the Ayce Mini 2. It's a nice little small device. I do like it, but let's see how this flavor, this juices. I am super interested to see how Just Juice's new bar is coming out. And this, obviously, it was made specifically for people who love blue raspberry. The blue sours for a specific. So let's see how it vapes. I need to warm the coil up, I think. It's very interesting. Flavor is really... it's different. You kind of get a little bit of blue and then some lime, really like a zesty bit of lime at the end of it. I know that the pods are really, really good. I know that from using these pods in the past. So what wattage is this running? 15 to 25. It's because the device doesn't say. Interesting. There you go. It's got a little hello. Got a wee little animation indicator of your battery life. Interesting. Very nice. It's like a blue sort of flavor, and then you get a bit of zest when it's coming out from the lime. Interesting flavor. Not as like from the blue sour raspberry where it's really tangy. This has got a zest to it, so I think I prefer this one over a sour. Because sours tend to be like really like tangy sort of at the end, and it's not. I like mine to be a bit sweeter and a bit more vibrant in flavour, rather than like that style of sour flavours. I like it. It's an interesting flavour profile. But let's talk about the Ayce Mini 2. doesn't seem to be that much compared to the original Mini, apart from you've got now a display indicator for the battery life. The pod itself, it's about the same size, with this sort of diamondy sort of colored here, and then you've got your glass screen. But the old one, it was both sides were colored with this this pattern. Well, they call this peacock blue. But interesting little pod system. I do really like it. I'm gonna need to 1000 milliamp capacity with a 30 wattage output. That'll be in the 0.4 pod that they do for the device. It does say it's maximum, yeah. It's 2 mil capacity pod. It's USB Type C. It will be 5 volts 2 amp charge as standard with USB Type C. 106.6 millimeters tall. It's got a depth of 14.3 millimeters. Its width is 25 millimeters. Quite a small device. It comes with a 0.6 pod in there. It seems quite standard with the beginners pods, is that 0.6 tends to be the good medium ground for a pod to have. I like it. It's a nice little cheap device. These devices tend to be quite budget friendly when it comes to Dovpo. They seem to be touching both markets with their high end, with their top sides, and then they're going down as well with the pods like your Ace series, because they've got Ace disposables and Ace pods. You've got your Ace, and then you've got your Ace Mini, and now we've got Ace Mini 2, Ace 2. I'm not sure about the Ace 2 yet. I've not seen it. There's a couple of images going about, but we'll see how that one is compared to the 2. But the big thing here is it's got an indicator to tell you the percentage of the battery life, which is probably better than just a blinking light. Some people prefer to see exactly how much battery they've got, and some people just prefer the LED. I prefer to be able to see exactly my battery life. But interesting device from Dovpo. I do like it. I love that they're going into the pod market, and they've not just given up. They're constantly at it, which is good. It's good to see from Dovpo. But let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good device? Would you prefer that Dovpo focus on other things? Can't go into too much about what Dovpo is doing. For anybody who's disappointed that Dovpo has made another pod, you won't be. Just keep your eyes peeled, because they do have something interesting coming very soon. But yeah, there you go. That was the Dovpo Ayce Mini 2. My camera is not focusing right. Dovpo's new beginner-friendly starter kit pod. Very good coils on this. I would highly recommend, if you are a Slim user and you don't want to buy a Dovpo pod, try the pods out. They're really good, and the snap-off pods are some of my favorite pods, because you end up like, they're just so easy. They're just so easy to work. So that's why I prefer them. As you know, all these videos are for educational purposes, just to kind of show you the device, how it works, what my opinion of it is. I like it. I know that these devices are cheap, so they're quite easily available, and you can get them for next to nothing. I can't really say prices. You know how YouTube is with these things, but you know where to see these devices. Google, you'll find them. There you go. That was the Dovpo Ayce Mini Pro 2. And let me know in the comments what you think Dovpo is up to. I can't give any hints away because it would be too obvious, but they are up to something. So look out for that if you're a big Dovpo fan. I'll see you in the next video.